Hi, this is Karen O'Brien, and I wanted to redo my setup video for these setup instructions because now that we've done our release for the 2023 version of FLO 2D, some of the things have changed with this installer or with this process. So, if you haven't already done so, to start this process, you need to start by installing FLO 2D on your computer. So if you haven't already done so, you need to log into ShareFile to get access to the FLO2D setup program. This has its own setup instructions, so you'll run this one first, following these instructions. If you're IT or you want to build a system image, then come into this location here and get the instructions here. Um, Otherwise, download then run this setup first and then come back to the setup page to follow the instructions for the rest of the software you need. So with FLO2D, you need the FLO2D software package. That's the engine and processor programs and such. You need QGIS. In this case, we're going to be using the standalone installer, not the server installer or network installer. If you want the network installer, you probably already know how to install that, so I won't bug you with it. Then several plugins, all of the FLO2D plugins, quick map services, profile tools, curve number generator, etc., and then the training data. So what you'll want to start by doing is get the data. So you click here to download the software, and that's going to take you to a share file link that you don't need to log in to access. You just put in your name and company and email, and it'll let you access it. Then you see right here, you can download these three, and they should download to a folder called files.zip, which is right here. Usually, the first thing I do with these is I right click, go to properties, and I unblock if necessary. It's not a requirement for every computer. My system uses Microsoft as its defense mechanism, so I have to unblock these. Extract them, and you'll get the three files that were listed in the background. And we will start by running the FLO2D plugin documentation installer, because what it does is it just adds a little bit more information to your FLO2D. This installer does not require admin rights, so anyone can run it. If you see right here, it goes to the default location where your FLO2D documentation is installed. So if you put that somewhere else, you might want to go find, or you might want to move this. Click install, and what it's going to do is it's going to just extract and copy over to your computer all of the lesson data so that you can run through the self-help kit. So if you're back here on the setup page, the next step once you're finished with your setup is to go through these 6 lessons that are part of the self-help kit. These lessons will not only introduce you to FLO2D, but will also show you how to use QGIS and the FLO2D plugin. So this is an excellent way to train yourself. It's got videos, step-by-step instructions, etc., all in here. It's an excellent way to get you started with QGIS and FLO2D. Okay, once you install that, where it goes is to C drive, users, public documents, FLO2D Pro documentation. So when you installed FLO2D, you got a lot of documentation. It wasn't 4 gigabytes, don't worry. You got a lot of documentation that includes your example projects, manuals, and that other video goes over all this. The plugin documentation gave you the plugin folder, and the QGIS tutorials. See, you can see lesson 1 through 6. And inside here, they have things like elevation files, shape files, hydrology data, stuff like that go along with these individual lessons, and that you get access to through the self-help kit. The next step on the list, as soon as you have installed the documentation installer, you can then install QGIS. And so go back to our download folder and just double click this installer. And what's going to do is going to set up on your computer. a standalone version of QGIS. So you don't have to, there's nothing fancy about this installer. You don't have to follow any special instructions. You just run through it like a normal installer. It does require admin rights. It's going to create a desktop shortcuts, and then you can see right here that you'll have to install it with admin rights. I've already done that. I don't need to go through the process to install it. It takes a long time and I don't want to waste time on this video. So let's just click cancel. And then okay, I think I accidentally paused my video when I showed the desktop. So what we do now is we get into here and you can open QGIS. Should open pretty quick because I've already done this today, so shouldn't take very long to open. And then once you have that open, I'm going to just do this. I'm going to just click new project just to get out of this, just out of that view so it's less distracting. And as you can see, I already have the FLO 2D plugin. I have Map Crafter. I have Rasterizer. I have Profile Tool and the Open Topography Downloader. Quick Map Services. These are all the plugins you're going to want to add. So I'm going to show you how to do that using your plugin manager. We'll start with the FLO 2D. Well, actually, sorry, we have to start with settings. On your settings, start by setting your coordinate system to make sure to check this radio button right here to use the project coordinate system. Now you can install your plugins. So then you go to your plugin manager, manage and install plugins, and it connects to the QGIS plugin repository where all of the QGIS plugins are stored. And if you want one, you just select it and it'll give you a little install option right here. If you're looking for a specific one, if you put in the word, if you put in the word FLO 2D, you see that we have FLO 2D plugin, which you install from a zip. Map Crafter says right here there's a new version available, so we can upgrade Map Crafter. And Rasterizer, again, a new version available, so we can update Rasterizer. Those are your FLO 2D plugins. And then you can get a few others that are just really useful. So if you are in the United States, a really useful plugin is called Profile. Well, if you're anywhere, Quick Map Services and Profile Tool are good for any location. So let's just show you those quick. If I put in the word quick, I can come to Quick Map Services and I can install that one. Profile Tool is 2 words. Quick Map Services is 1 word. Profile Tool is 2 words. Can install that one. And if you're in the United States, Curve Number Generator is a good one. You can get the Curve Number Generator and install that. You'll have to get I think you have to log in to use this one. You have to put in your username and password to use this one. Not a password, just your username. Then now if you're not in the United States, this Open Topography Downloader is a good one. Open Topography DEM Downloader is a good one if you're not in the United States. If you're in the United States, there's better free elevation data through the USGS that you can access. But if you're outside the United States, this is an excellent tool to get free elevation data. Also, let's see, Map Biomas. The Map Biomas collection is also an excellent plugin if you're in Latin America, South America. I think this covers most of South America. I don't know if it covers Central America and Mexico or not, but you can get land use data for most of South America with this tool here. It's an excellent plugin too. What else we have? I guess that's it basically for FLO 2D. I mean, that's what the ones that I commonly use. OpenStreetMap Downloader is another good one. So that's good. Now, once you have all these installed, then you've got, sorry, I forgot to install FLO 2D. So once you install the ones from the repository, then you'll go to your download folder using the install from zip, install the FLO 2D plugin, click open, click install plugin, and it will install this plugin. The plugin, if you are running QGIS 3.34, we need to give you an update. So maybe stick with the 3.28 long-term release for now to run this plugin, okay? the one that we shared out on the software or with the software. Then you click close. See here you have your FLO 2D plugin. Here you have the profile tool, map crafter, FLO 2D rasterizer, map yomas. Then you need to go into quick map services and you need to go to settings and you need to go to more services and get contributed pack. I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it again, but that will download Google Maps and a few other maps. Then go back to visibility, click the close eye tool to turn all that stuff off because you don't want all that stuff. You just want the maps that you're going to use. I use Google, Esri, and OpenStreetMap, which is right here. I use those three. And then you save that. When you click that, then you see that you can get those maps. I don't think you need to do anything else at this point. The next time that you close, don't let the software crash on you. Go ahead and close the software so that you can set your profile and it'll save your settings. If you close the software, if the software crashes, it might not update your profile. Then when you're ready to go, you come here to your documentation folder, FLO 2D Pro, or sorry, C drive, users, public documents, FLO Pro documentation, example projects. And then when you're ready to start your training, you take these GIS tutorials and you put them here on your quick access. And then when you're ready to start lesson 1, you can see that you can load lesson 1 and it's going to set your coordinate system and you're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and close this because I don't want to start the lesson. This isn't about starting the lesson. This is about setting up your computer. Now, once you're ready to start that first lesson, you come here to lesson 1, getting started, and it has an overview of the lesson. And, well, there's supposed to be a video in here somewhere, but I have to fix the video links. Those will all be fixed by the end of the day. So there'll be a video, step-by-step instructions, all the data, access to all the data, everything is in here to work through this lesson. So good luck with your download and your installation. If you get stuck or you need any support, you can get to us from our contact page right here, and you can send us a request for some help through our contact page. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day.